So, my friend online that I play Siege with all the time, and I'll get around to showing that on my channel eventually, trust me. He just uploaded a video that he's super excited about. He tells me he's really excited about uploading this because he really liked making this video, I guess. So, so I thought it'd be fucking hilarious if I did a reaction of him reacting to something that I know nothing about. So I'm reacting to this alongside of him and then reacting to him reacting to it. Don't think about it too hard. Let's just get into it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be taking a look at the new Rainbow Six
Oof.
Siege Year 7 Season 1 Demon Veil
Quality
reveal.
up. There we
Now,
go.
I'm
Oh,
super
much
excited
better.
about this. I've been wanting to watch this for about 2 hours now. I've been patiently waiting to actually sit down and record this. I'm actually super excited to record this. So, basically, with the new season and stuff,
Yo,
there's gonna be
shout out to the
being
Fortnite
a
maps
new op, a new
bookmark you out
map.
there at the top of
You'll
the
see
screen.
that later in the video. Um, Really cool graphic design. I think everything in this new season is gonna be absolutely amazing. So let's check it out.
All I know is that we're getting, I think, a
Hello
Chinese
everyone,
operator.
and
Oh,
welcome to Demon Vale.
hello.
I'm Camille Salazar-Hadaway, and I'll be your host for the show. As you know, we are starting a new year of Rainbow Six Siege, and what better way to start than by welcoming creative director Alex Karpazis to share the team's vision of the season.
Hello, Alex.
So year 7 season 1 is huge for us, and it's the season of game changers. We have Azami, one of the most complicated operators we've ever had to make. It took over a year to make her, and she brings a lot of change to the defender side, and it really speaks to the core of Rainbow Six and destruction and actually rebuilding any area in the map. And for the first time in a while, we're introducing a new map to Rainbow Six Siege.
Ooh.
It's coming in the middle of the season, and hopefully everybody can get excited about exploring a new locale with all of their favorite operators.
Shit. Fuck yeah, I'm excited.
You've heard about what's coming in Demon Vale. Now, let's see it in action, courtesy of Chris Waters and Ubisoft News.
Defenders, have you ever thought to yourself, what if I could patch that hole
What?
in my...
What? I've seen this. I've seen a Reddit post on this as like a recommendation for like an operator idea. Someone who could sludge like a throwable castle.
Forced wall? How great would it be if I could just blow
It
off
recharges. Wait, it recharges like a Legion mine? What?
sightline? I know they're about to come through that doorway, that window, that hatch. What if I could just
Oh.
seal it up?
She's got 4 of them. No way. Hold on. This is more powerful than Castle. Having both of them on the team is going to be OP as
All these
fuck.
questions you ask yourself.
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Okay, wait a second. How is? Oh man, they're gonna have to do some serious nerfing after they release this. Because I know for sure this is gonna be really overpowered. I just have a feeling this is gonna be nerfed super quickly.
Azami
Just said that.
answers with her Kiba barriers. The Demon Veil Defender is ready to
Ooh, nice outfit.
reshape the
I like that.
battlefield. And later in the season, you'll have an entirely new place to play with her gadgets.
My goodness.
That is a
Rival
really
of
nice
the
map.
Emerald Plains map.
This is a really well-designed map. I don't know if they still have the picture of the entire map. There was a big layout of it. I saw that earlier. I'm not sure if I can put it in the video or not. So yeah, but anyways, let's get back to this.
And that's not all. The launch of Demon Veil will be the launch of Attacker Repick and
Ooh.
Deathmatch. It's
Aw.
gonna be a big one, so stick around to see all the updates coming to kick off Year 7 of Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm not really looking forward to Team Deathmatch. But
Azami's gadget is going to be a game changer for defenders, and game designer Dominic Clement is going to tell you more about it. But first, creative director Alex Karpazis and gameplay designer Jeremy Carvan are going to shed some light on Azami's design. And I'm going to need all the details on that suit.
okay.
When we looked at Azami's visual identity, we actually looked towards the Japanese security police. So these are bodyguards that protect VIPs that are both domestic and international.
Oh, I thought she was Chinese, not Japanese. My bad.
But Azami is actually in the private sector. So we wanted to take a bit of liberty with her outfit, make sure that she can express that kind of duality of her nature. And that's how we ended up with this striking suit that Azami's wearing. When we wanted to talk about Azami's visuals, specifically her face mask, we wanted a bit of mystery there for her. This is a piece of fashion in Japanese culture that's existed forever, and we wanted to make use of it. So it was an ideal way of showcasing her kind of more hidden side. It's the first time in a while that we've actually hidden the face of a female operator, and this was kind of a unique opportunity for us to do that.
The only one I can think of that has their face hidden is Frost.
And poured through a bunch of kimono patterns and traditional patterns from the Japanese culture, and we actually settled on cranes because it was a nice kind of analogy
That's really cool.
for her
I like
gadget.
that.
The cranes are
Sick,
very
yeah.
powerful.
Much agree.
And we kind of see that in her operator icon as well, where the crane kind of transforms.
Whoa, yo, that's a really sick operator like icon. That is really nice.
See,
That's really well made.
That's cool and all, but I'm wondering if you can kill somebody with one of her gadgets. That's what I want to know. If she's got I want this. I would buy that skin if I could. That looks insane. If I could get, what's her name? Azumi. If I could get her in like a warden costume.
I like this idea. This could definitely be game changing for Siege. I think this is really nice.
Very aesthetically pleasing.
Into her gadget, which are the kunai.
I hope this doesn't look like stupid as fuck when it comes to Siege and has like real bad graphics and it just does her dirty. I hope it continues to look this good in game.
The big thing we're really happy to announce starting in Season 1 is a huge tech upgrade that we're bringing to the faces of our operators in the future. So this starts with Azami, where we've redone a whole bunch of things such as skin shaders, hair shaders, eye shaders. We've also upped the amount of body count for the headgear and the
Look at that difference. That's a big difference. That's really
I can immediately hear my PC start humming up.
That looks nice. That's good.
Face itself. And so you'll see a lot more life and a lot more detail in future operators. And because Azami's wearing a mask, we wanted to make sure that you could see the full kind of upgrade. And we're including this with our benchmark character, which was Thunderbird. So in Season 1, you're going to see Thunderbird and Azami both using this kind of new tech we've developed. And the team's worked incredibly hard to make sure we'll bring new life to our characters. So the main goal with this...
I won't lie, textures have never been a big deal for me, especially in Siege. It's been more of a gameplay thing. So this isn't that cool to me. It looks neat, yeah, but how often do you look at your teammate and think, wow, those facial expressions just are not on point. They need to fix those. Like,
Improvement of technology is not only to connect better with the characters, but also to make sure that we have all the tools necessary to have a diverse cast, that we're not held back by what kind of character designs we want. And so you're going to see this in our customization and our new operators that are coming in Year 7.
I think the first part when we try to design a gadget is to really understand what is the gameplay mechanics behind it. What we were looking for was something super sharp, something that can stick into a wall, like pierce the wall and stay in place into it. The kunai came pretty naturally. That's a very, very iconic shape. And when we saw it, we knew that that was the thing we were looking for. The second part is the patch. For the patch, we were looking for something that can adapt to a lot of different situations, like collisions and props and so on. And so we went to internet and we were looking for the chemical reactions that we can find. And we found one that transformed a gas into something solid. And we decided to take that road. And that's why on the kunai, we added these two canisters So one is for the gas, and the other is the compound that solidify the gas. And finally, the last part is the arm mechanism. Azami is a bodyguard. She's a very high-fashion operator. So we thought that it was cool to hide something on her arm to add this mechanic to our dressing.
That's a great way to integrate deploy time into the character as well. That you'd have to force the character to wait for the blade to actually pop out instead of just being able to whip it out of the pocket or something like that. I like that design. That's a really cool design.
So the very first time in
Never mind. I guess they just whip it out anyways. Disregard what I just said.
Aegis theory, we're going to have an operator that can patch up holes. Azami brings the Kiba barriers, which are a kunai-shaped device that you can throw, and when it sticks, it will release a gas that will quickly solidify into a bulletproof surface. So the idea of having an operator that can patch up holes is something that comes up pretty much every time you ask someone to come up with an idea for an operator. We've had many operators that can destroy the map in many different ways. You know, when you think about Siege, you think about destruction, you think about how the map can really change all the way throughout the round. There weren't any ways to rebuild the map, and we come up with this idea of having something that you can throw and really be free in the way you want to deploy your patch.
See, I like that because the kind of defender I am is the kind who likes to set up shields and cams and just screw up sightlines or try to create differing sightlines so I can mess up the push coming. Like what he said, being able to manipulate sightlines by placing things is it's going to be great. I think this is going to be my favorite op right off the bat.
The role of Azami is really an anchor. You know, she's an architect, so you want her close to the objective.
That's insane.
You want her close to your anchor player so she can provide the
That is gonna be broken. That is gonna be very broken, because I do believe that you can't shoot through the stuff from our kunais. So if you have a mirror on attic wall looking into the bedroom, this is game changing for sure.
This is also an invertent buff to people like Callie and Flores who are able to easily bust those things down. Which might make things like mute picking over bandit picking stronger as well. I can see how just having her here could single-handedly shake up the meta.
There's gonna be a whole lot new, like a lot of different angles and stuff you can hold now. Especially because if you put it on windows, you can get like a tiny like pixel in the corner of the window. It's really good for spawn peaks. I watched a video about that yesterday, I think.
That makes me wonder if they're going to have the outside of it sort of easily visible or make it pop out for the attackers so that it doesn't blend into walls and such. I know there's a texture on the device itself, like the spray out itself. There's a texture on it, but I can still see how that could be manipulated into blending into the background of something. And I'm wondering if that's intentional or not.
It was, yeah, yesterday I watched a video, a sneak peek of them using it for a pixel. It's gonna be broken. I really hope, really hope they figure out a way to balance this. But so far, it looks really nice. I'm really excited.
the necessary cover for them. You want her close to the walls that you're going to expect some form of breach. So you want her on site. That's where she's the strongest. So as that...
Yo, wait. I noticed that. She has impacts too, which means she can be used as a soft rimmer to quickly deploy and then reclose rotates behind her. Because it looked like the shape of her kunais is roughly the exact same shape that an impact puts in a soft wall. That is going to make some really clutch plays possible. Like insanely cool roaming plays from this operator?
Zami is a total game changer, literally. For the first time and ever, the defenders can actually protect themselves from vertical play, which is something that was never possible before. If you had a buck or a sledge right above you, making holes on the floor, you were kind of, in panic, and you had to run away. You had to get out of there. There wasn't anything you could do, but now you can. Now you can throw a patch, you can throw a Cuba barrier there, and actually provide you with some real cover vertically, which is something
Wow.
It's completely new for Siege.
I like
you can
that.
patch a ace hole, Ibana hole, anything you can think of. You can also even patch up a hatch that's been open. The possibilities are really endless, and it's really something that would completely change the game. We're sure of that. So the loadout for Azami, in terms of primary, she's equipped with the 9x19 SVN, which is the SMG that most people would know as Capcan's SMG.
Oh, and she's got the.
She can also bring the
no.
ACS-12, which
Oh,
is
I will rock some shit with the ACS-12. My goodness, do I love me the ACS-12. Oh boy. And the Deagle for the fucking secondary. I haven't even played this op and she's my favorite already. Holy shit.
the sort of like auto shotgun that you can see on Maestro and Alibi. And secondary weapon, she brings...
Let's be honest. Who's using that shotgun?
You shut your whore mouth. You know I love it.
I don't think anyone's gonna be using that shotgun. Being that they have the 9 SMG, Capcan's SMG, that a really good gun. It's got pretty decent fire rate. The damage is pretty good.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not using this shotgun.
But it's fun.
The D50. In terms of generic gadget, she brings the impact grenades and barbed wires.
I like how they showcase her having the D50 by her being killed by the D50.
So the reason why we went for the 9x19 SVN and the ACS-12 is if you want to play Azami as more of a frag centered operator, you want to make sure that you can, get your frags. You're going to go probably with the 9x19 SVN.
So the reason we gave her overpowered weapons is so that if you want to be overpowered with her, you can just go out and fucking slaughter people. Got it.
Because it's a very good SMG, good rate of fire, low recoil, good mag capacity, so it's a very good gun to frag out. But you can also go with the option of the AC.
Did he just say good maggot capacity?
Yes, good SMG, good rate of fire, low recoil, good mag capacity. Get your frag in SVN and the ACS-12.
What?
If you want to play Azami as more of a frag centered operator, you want to make sure that you can, get your frags. You're going to go probably with the 9x19 SVN because it's a very good SMG, good rate of fire, low recoil, good mag capacity. So
I can't tell if that's his like sort of accent or if he just stumbled over his words and they left it in script.
It's a very good gun to frag out, but you can also go with the option of the ACS-12, which still provides you with quite a lot of damage, but it's also going to bring a good amount of destruction. So for an architect, it's a very useful tool. The D50, it also brings a decent amount of destruction. So again, for an architect, it's a good thing to bring. The impact grenades, well, for someone that reshapes the map, it's kind of like a must-have. And we also gave her the barbed wires because the barbed wires are a very useful tool to reshape the flow of the attack. She works really, really well with operators like bandits because she can provide covers that weren't existing before. She can create bulletproof surface.
That is so cool. So her kunai is recharged to 3, which means you could technically block out everything. That is very broken. Like, you see that they can't get anything through the drone hole, and if they go to make a mav hole to nade off the bandits off the wall, you easily just throw your kunai at the top.
Even more than that, the prep phase, and she has 4, and they recharge. So she's going to have even more.
And just block the nade. As you can see, they did with the drone hole right here. That's crazy. That is very crazy.
That can really protect a bandit that's actively trying to ban trick. Considering that you can use the gadget on pretty much any surfaces, you can also use it to block drone holes. If you have few areas on different maps like Consulate, where a garage door, you know, it's the big door that's usually a bandit trying to bandit trick, and it's a very vulnerable place, and there's a drone hole right next to you that's begging to have a Twitch drone go through, a grenade go through, and really deal damage to your bandit. But with this gadget, you can actually block that hole, you can block the yellow stairs, and provide your bandit with plenty of cover to actively bandit trick and be relatively safe, actually. In addition, she can also work really well with Mira. With her gadget, she can actually create half-reinforced walls.
Oh, I love Yubi showing a nasty peek in her videos. Nice.
It's not the same as like an actual reinforced wall, but you can place it on the soft wall, so you can really create some really exciting new ways of setting your defense. Since the gadget is bulletproof, it's going to be a very useful tool to protect you, but you can't really rely too much on it because it's also very easy to deal with. Any explosive will destroy the gadget. It also can be destroyed by 3 melee hits if you don't have any explosives at your disposal.
3? Oh, so it's way worse than a castle.
Your best bet to really deal with this gadget is to bring operators like Zofia, Ash. These are very useful operators that can destroy the gadget from afar.
I wonder if fuses can do something with them.
It's not that broken then, if you can just punch it. I'm assuming, like the ones on the drone holes, it does use utility, which is what you want to be doing as a defender, is waste the attacker's utility. So I think that this is good, but also being able to punch it, you really don't have to use utility unless you're getting it on a drone hole. Like if they put it on a Mira, you can break the Mira and then just explode the wall, and it
well, no, not necessarily.
Takes away.
I'll let him finish.
The wall and the thing, so it's really not like reinforcing a wall if you think about it. It's just bulletproof.
Well, so that's if you intend on using it like that. But if you're using it to the degree of cutting off like sightlines and stuff, like for instance, right here on Yellow Stairs, if Zof hadn't been here, then that would have meant Flores wouldn't been able to see towards Van all the way to the back of garage. He would have had to walk up and melee those, which would have left him vulnerable completely to the left and behind him on Yellow Stairs. So, if played properly, it definitely could be used amazingly for utility wastage. I could see this being still overpowered, frankly, even with the 3 melee hits.
But it's still a really cool gadget.
Part with their gadget. You can also bring Flores. Flores is also a very good operators for this gadget because with one RC drone, you can destroy a whole cluster of them. And otherwise, your classic, your grenade, and again, pretty much any form of explosives will destroy them really easily. So you can rely on the gadget to protect you from bullet, but you have to be careful that it's not going to be permanently on the map. Attackers will have a relatively easy way to deal with them. So it's a temporary fixture. So many players will tell you that Velvet Shell is probably one of their favorite season. One of the reasons for this is because we introduced the Mira, which was a huge change for the meta and a huge change for the way people actually played the game. And we're kind of hoping for the same thing with Azami. She brings such a exciting and such a creative gadget that we're really hoping to see the game kind of like switch into a completely different ways of defending and completely different ways of setting your different sites and different defense. And it's very exciting operators to introduce into the game.
I still want to know if Fuse can activate his charge.
In addition to the new operator, Demon Veil is bringing back something I know you all are excited to see. A new map. Let's get a close look at where you'll soon be having close encounters. Here's level designer Josim El Rene.
So she just said that they're bringing back a new map. I understand what she's trying to say, but she didn't. So, just gonna put that there.
We're really excited to bring a new map at Tier 7 for the players. It was a really big challenge to secure something that is fresh, that feels new, but also that keeps the same level of quality standard that we've accustomed our players to. So the map is set in Ireland.
Ooh.
It's
Wait,
older
hold
style.
on. Oh, yeah, there's the cam over there. This is the actual map. I thought they were like about to drone some castle somewhere to show us what it's based on. No, this is an actual map? Nice.
Classical style manor or castle. It was made into a country club for the elites of the world. First floor was modernized for the enjoyment of the guests, but the second floor has still a more classical style for the private, the elites, and maybe the shady deals they do there. Coming back after so long, creating a new map, it was hard to get a new starting point in terms of thematics and vibe that we wanted. Finding the location was a challenge for the team, but I think we really hit the target right in the bullseye and created something that is quite unique and enjoyable. We really wanted to take what we've learned with the old maps and really bring a new one with those learnings. I really like when I know where I am, I know what is coming next. That's something that is really important to make.
Oh, yeah, because of the stark design between top floor and bottom floor. I imagine each room is going to be fairly unique, which should make it easy for callouts.
A map enjoyable is that it's easy to learn. And the faster you get to know the map, the faster you'll get enjoyment out of it. And that's what we strove for.
During High Caliber, the team debuted the lab test server with Team Deathmatch and Attacker Repick. For more on how that went, welcome back Deanna Stanley and a couple of familiar faces.
Our first lab test server was super successful for us. Our team really enjoyed watching our content creators and players discover these features for the first time, so it was really great. We showcased Team Deathmatch and Attacker Repick. The reaction we got from the community was really positive, so we're going to be able to announce today what's coming for those two features.
Ooh. I like Attacker Repick.
So we are super excited to finally let players play Attacker Repick. We've been talking about that for a while. And going through player feedback, we see that everything was working as expected for us. It was easy to use, the technical aspects were working as well. It's obviously a big meta change, but we'll monitor.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, so I believe what they mean by this is that you can go drone while you see their setup, and then you pick operators to counter that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's gonna really shake it up. It's gonna be a lot less defender heavy. A lot less defender heavy.
Be able to tweak anything if needed. I think it's very important to have it finally available to start the new year, and I think it will be very exciting to see how it changes the distribution and the way players play the game, especially in attack. We were happy to release the Attacker Repick in the lab TS because it's a very special environment. You don't have to test other features, and so that allows us to have feedback very focused on that feature. So that helps us a lot trying to know what was working and what wasn't working in the feature. So yeah, thank you to everyone that played on the lab test server. It made a huge difference for us, gave us the confidence to be able to release that feature. We're really thankful for that.
So last December, we had our first TS lab in which we introduced Team Deathmatch game mode. We had a blast watching players run around the different maps with different operators and different combination of many of the same operators, and just have a blast on this game mode. And we collected a lot of feedback on this game mode, and it was super fun to read all the feedback. It was honestly overwhelmingly positive, which is why I'm super excited right now to announce that, well, this game mode is going to be coming in this season, with all the awesome content that we've already announced, this is a permanent game mode. So this game mode is here to stay. And we're super excited for you to jump in and get more people to experience this awesome game mode that we worked on. We worked really hard to make sure that we could release it as soon as possible. So we're going to release it this season. But do expect more update following the release, such as we know that you want to see more maps to be added in the game mode. We're working on this. We're also looking at improving our spawning system, because that was also something that was said in the feedback that we could implement and we could maybe make better. So we're actively working on this. So expect more update following the release to make sure that the game mode is at the top tier.
Okay, this next one is for folks who play as Goyo, or who play against Goyo. If that's you, Teresa Rico, Quality Control Lead from Ubisoft Barcelona, has some news.
I'm excited for this.
I've heard about this.
Goyo's explosive canister is attached to a deployable shield, which allows defenders to use the gadget more aggressively and hold the strong positions from behind the shield. The main issue we've spotted with the current system was that Goyo was picked mainly because of the shield, and the meta evolved in a way that he became an issue for competitive, because attackers needed a lot of explosive and utility just to deal with him. Additionally, he was designed to be an alternative for a smoke, but he wasn't used like that. The main change we are introducing in Goyo is removing the shield, so now the gadget will be only the explosive canister. This should encourage players to use it for what it was designed, time and area denial. We are also increasing the number of canisters, because you will need to replace them.
Okay, so imagine having 6 of these canisters, cap cans, banshees, and elemines, okay? All on one door. You get slowed down. You get blasted by the Goyo canister. You die, you get, I mean, the cap cans alone would kill you. And then you're Ella stunned. And then you have someone swing you because they're going to shoot the canister. All of that happening at once is a freak show. So
you gotta play better than that, though.
The shield was played like off for a good reason. I think that the shield was the balance that the game needed. I'm excited for it though. I really want to see how it's going to work out. I think they did a very good job with the design. I don't know, it just seems kind of broken for now. We won't really know until we play around with it. But I don't know. I'm still excited to see what's going to happen.
So it is less reactive than a smoke, and maybe not all of them will be impactful during the round. Finally, we are tweaking the canister's fire. The area will be bigger and it will last longer to compensate the lack of adaptation during the action phase. Our objective is to bring Goyo back to his original role, area denial. With the new behavior, his role should be clearer, and it should be easier to understand how and where to place the device. As Goyo, you should share your resources by placing the gadget where your teammates can use it, because it will be hard to control all of them. You are kind of giving them the ability to slow down the enemy. With this new version, the strategy and ability to cooperate will determine who is a good Goyo player.
Yeah, see, that's crazy.
We've got one exciting loadout update for you. For more details, here's Sebastien Francois, UX designer.
They're going to take away Sledge's shotgun now.
So when we released new sites and scope in Year 5 Season 3, we opted to distribute them in a way that would make each operator loadout feel special and unique. But we realized that players felt frustrated that they didn't have access to all the sites on any weapon. So what we're doing next season is that we're going to give you access to all 1x sites on all primary weapons. So you will be able to choose any sites that you prefer and engage in gunfights in a comfortable way.
No! Official, this is awful for me. I'm almost done with my challenge. Official. And they just added like 10 fucking sights to every gun. Are you kidding me?
Okay. That's been needed since they released the new scopes. But I wish that everybody could get the 1.5. I wish it was like, so I know this game's nothing like Call of Duty, and I'm not even gonna compare it because, you know, Activision sucks. And Ubisoft
So does Call of
is
Duty.
improving. It seems as if I don't know how to say it. Maybe the balancing is a little off, which that's been happening a lot. But I feel like if you gave everybody a 1.5, so I see where they're going. If you give everybody the 1.5, like you technically give Jaeger ACOG back, and that was insane because his gun's really good. But with the ammo nerf, I don't think giving him the 1.5 is going to be that crazy, or like Ella 1.5. I think that kind of the whole like sight picking phase for like your guns and stuff, I think that putting that into the game to where you can have any scopes that you want, like obviously not sniper scopes, like you don't want the T5 SMG with like glasses see-through smoke. Like nothing like that, like nothing like the sniper scopes, but like give a couple more operators the 1.5 and really like play that flexibility that they have with this new character coming out, or operator. I think if they implemented that, then I think it would be really nice. I don't know. We'll see.
Our PC players have been using the match replay feature to analyze tactics and strategy, learn from their mistakes, and
call out hackers.
Content. And we're happy to announce that console players can now do the same.
Wait, hold on. Console never had match replay? I feel so bad. That sucks. I'm so sorry.
Introduce match replay on consoles is project manager Mihai Lakatush.
Yes, indeed, you heard it right. Match replay is coming to console finally. We're so happy to give this feature to our console
So
players.
this isn't something I really care about. I'm gonna go ahead and just...
It's a very one console. Guarantee your...
Emmanuel Larive from the player behavior team is here to tell you more.
Player protection is a subject that is really important for us at Ubisoft, but also at Rainbow Six Siege. With Season 1 launch, it will be mandatory to have your phone number added to your account to play the ranked game mode. Following that, it will help us to fight against smurfing and also alleviate some cheating cases.
Well, there you have it. Smurfing. I literally went over that in my video yesterday, or whenever this video goes up. My last video was I talked about some smurfing and issues with Siege. That's what I was thinking, was that this thing would balance out cheaters and smurfs, because they have to actually implement a phone number in their Ubisoft account, and when you make a new Ubisoft account and you buy the game again, what phone number are you going to use? You know what I mean? So obviously you can use a randomly generated phone number off of the internet, or there's apps that actually give you phone numbers and stuff.
Stop giving people ideas. Shut the fuck up, official.
But here's the thing. They said, actually in a post, I think on their official Ubisoft page it was, that you can't use any applications. You actually have to have a phone through a service provider.
They're probably gonna send like a verification code.
AT&T, Verizon, all of those.
Yeah.
You actually have to have a plan through someone. I'm not sure how that works yet.
No, they'll probably just
that this
verification
does actually
code.
slow down cheaters and smurfs, and that this is a...
Or they'll do authentication through Authy, maybe. No, probably not. But yeah, they might do some sort of verification code thing or something.
Huge comeback for Siege. I'm really excited for this season. I really am. So let's just see what else they have out there.
Last season, you met associate producer Deanna Stanley as she presented our new R6 Fix platform. Now, she's back to sweeten the deal for everyone out there, making Siege a better game.
So the launch of R6 Fix 2.0 went really well for us. We saw a lot of engagement from our players. We saw a boost in tickets created, especially right at the launch. So we were super happy with how it went. So it's been super helpful for the dev team, specifically when users have been raising these issues, especially for those rare, harder to pin down issues. We're really appreciative to our community. We consider that the launch was a success. We saw 14...
Okay, but the ticket I put in still has had 0 replies to it. For my audio issue. So can't say I've had good experiences with this.
100 daily visits to the website, and it's compared to 300 in the same period last year. So we think that the version 2 and its improved user experience really made a difference for our players. So as we mentioned last season, we do have some news to share about our new incentive program. So starting with the Year 7 Season 1 season test server, we'll be tracking the issues that players enter on R6 Fix. Depending on the severity of the bug that's reported, a player can get up to 12 alpha packs that guarantee 4 rare, 4 epic, and 4 legendary items per season.
Okay, so fucking answer my support ticket then. I would love to have some alpha packs. Please, I have an audio bug that needs fixed.
So that's for a high priority bug of the highest severity, but even for those...
Okay, so...
Hold on.
I'm assuming these are like in the battle pass and stuff?
No. This is like if you report a bug and they catch the bug and they can figure out what the bug is, they're going to reward you with alpha packs. But I wonder if this means that if you like report a cheater, if maybe you'll get alpha packs from that too. Like see, if it's a cosmetic bug, like maybe something's glitching out, they'll give you 3 alpha packs. If oops. Oh, what did I do? Hold on. What just happened? I hit a button. If it's a playable issue, it will
4 epic and
if it's
4 legendary.
If it's an issue that involves the play of the game, they'll give you 6, and if it makes the game hardly playable at all, they'll give you 9. And if it's a bug that like straight crashes the game, or you found fucking Anonymous breaking into the back door of Ubisoft so they could crash the company or something, they'll give you 12 alpha packs. That'll probably never happen to anybody, but I guess maybe.
So that's for a high priority bug of the highest severity, but even for those...
Okay, so... I'm assuming these are like in the battle pass and stuff? This is nice. This is definitely nice.
Smaller issues, as long as they make their way into our internal systems, players can still get 1 of each rarity. So we hope that this is going to help our players feel incentivized for the help that they're providing the dev team. We're super appreciative of players who are spending their time to help us identify those issues, and we're happy to be able to just give something back. So we hope this is going to be a first step, and we hope we're going to be able to do more stuff like this in the future. So even though this launches with the Year 7 Season 1 test server, it also applies to live servers. So starting with the opening of the test server, you can report any issue on the live game or on the test server, and that's going to count towards your rewards for this season. We're super thankful to our players. We're excited for this year. We hope that these changes are going to be a positive thing for them and help them feel more heard, because our #1 priority is making sure that our community knows that we're working for them. We want to keep the game as enjoyable as possible, and we know that sometimes it can take time, but hopefully the incentive program is going to be a first few steps towards regaining that trust with our community.
You've got a great look at everything Demonvale will bring this season. And it's almost the end of the show, but as you know, we aren't quite done yet. During the reveal of High Caliber, we introduced you to the camera lose signal update that disconnected defenders' cameras for a few seconds when placed outside. This change is scheduled to go live this season. Experience all the content dropping with Demon Veil on February 21st.
Rip Valk cams. Oof. There goes any sort of Valk play on Border, and Coastline, and Chalet. Just rip.
And one more thing. Here's an exclusive elite skin for Nomad. Enjoy.
Oh, I can look at it. Yay. Is it a Monster Hunter skin? What? Hold on. No, right? Surely not. Yeah, I don't think this is... I don't know what this is, actually. I don't really like it. I think it looks kind of stupid, to be honest, but I imagine some people do like it. Alright, Official, what you have to say?
Okay, well, that was a very, very nice, elite set. I really like the, journey type style for Nomad. I think since she is a Nomad and that's her thing, I think that's really awesome. That is definitely a nice elite set. I'd probably snag that, like, very quickly. But yeah, so my thoughts on the new season. For one, the new operator is absolutely insane. I think that the dev team did a very good job on designing the character model, the overall gadget. The icon, I think, is absolutely amazing. I don't think we've seen anything that complex in an operator icon yet. I think that's very nice. And as far as balancing Goyo, I think that's a good step. The scopes, I think everything this season is going to be definitely really huge and game changing, and I'm very excited for it. I'm really stoked to see what they plan on doing, even more in the future. Yeah, I think this season is going to be absolutely great. I think it's going to be amazing. I hope everyone else enjoys it. And yeah, that was my thoughts on the new season, and I hope you guys also enjoyed this video as much as the year 7 season reveal video.
And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed his video that he enjoyed. Whatever. Have a good night. I can see how this alone, even post-buff or pre-buff, is going to just completely shake the meta. Or sorry, even post-buff, how it would completely shake the meta. Why do I keep saying buff? I'm gonna edit this part out of the video. I can even see how post-nerf they're probably going to shake up the meta just by having her in here in this game. I'm gonna delete this part too.